Why do people don't like kayak fishing? Like, who wouldn't like to take one of these boats on the water and have fun and catch some fish? Well, I'm gonna give you a few reasons why people don't like kayak fishing, and we're gonna start with reason number one. The first reason why people don't like kayak fishing, I think, is simply they don't know how good fishing kayaks have gotten. I don't think they understand the incredible growth that we had in the last few years in this industry, where you have a kayak for pretty much everything. And you know how I know this? Because every time I pull over to the ramp that I come back from my fishing trip, I see people coming over and asking me questions. Oh, what is that? Oh, I didn't saw you like moving your legs or anything. What happened? How do you move your boat? I go, I have a motor. You have a motor on that thing? Yeah. Other times when I'm using my PDL drive, they were like, what is that? I go, that's a human power motor. Look, they don't simply know, probably you watching this video don't know how good kayak fishing have gotten because you don't know anything about it. But that's my goal in this channel, to teach you about kayak fishing and help you get into the right fishing kayak. See, people don't know how stable kayaks have gotten. Back in the day, kayak designers were constrained by pretty much everything. Like, they couldn't make a kayak stable because they would have to sacrifice in speed, and who wants to paddle something that doesn't move at all, like a, what do you call that, a mattress, right? Who wants to do that? Oh, by the way, I did do a kayak mattress. I'm probably gonna link that somewhere here. But now with PDL drive, those design constraints are thrown out of the water. Like, you don't care about that anymore because you can make a boat humongous, 14 feet long and 40 inches wide, and that boat can still go 4 miles an hour, probably even faster than a normal paddling kayak because of the PDL drive, because you are using your strongest muscle to propel your boat. And also it gives you kind of like a hands-free fishing experience, but not really, because like right now I'm holding my phone with my right hand. I only have my left hand available, right? But still, I could be holding a rod with this, right? But on those kayaks, what's happening is that you're turning the boat with your left hand or your right hand, so you truly don't have your two hands free for fishing. But still, you could achieve a almost hands-free fishing experience. And talking about that, how about motors? Like, the adding motors to kayaks is, to me, the perfection of the fishing kayak. Adding a motor allows you to truly go hands-free fishing. If you have a motor in the rear, you controlling that motor with your feet, dude, your hands are totally free. You could go around those little islands trolling for fish, and you're gonna catch fish. If you happen to hook a giant fish, you could just set the speed and you're gonna be turning around fighting that fish with your two hands. It's incredible how good they're gotten. Now, if you want to go a step further, you could put a GPS enabled trolling motor on your boat, and now you have vertically anchoring anywhere that is deep enough. You could digitally anchor your boat by just pressing a button, or you could do autopilot and just set a point where you want to go, and the motor is gonna guide you there. It's gonna take you there. I use those things all the time. I totally love it. So that's how good kayaks have gotten. And if you don't want the motor, or you don't want the PDL drive, you want just a standard paddle kayak, you have performance paddle only kayaks available in the market right now. So it has gotten really, really good. Another reason why people don't like kayak fishing is simply because they're afraid. And they're afraid because they check news reports of people dying of kayaks because there was an accident. But the sad truth is, a lot of those accidents could be avoided if only the person was wearing a personal flotation device, or maybe if the person knew where the person was going and don't get cocky. Look, there's more people dying of other things, weird things in this world than kayaking. So don't be afraid. Just because something bad happened to someone, that is gonna happen to you. Don't be afraid. Just try to take measures that doesn't happen. Look, I know we're afraid of things that we don't know, and we should be, because we don't know everything. And we don't know if we eat, I don't know, this flower right here, if it's gonna kill us. So why even try, right? Why would you risk it like that? But we got a lot of information out there on how to be safe on the water, on how to get the right kayak, on how to wear a PFD, get the right PFD, and how to avoid dangerous situations that we could enjoy the sports and be safe on the water. So don't let fear get in the way. Be respectful, but don't be super fierce. Another reason why some people don't like kayak fishing is because they either bought the wrong boat or their first kayaking experience ever was the worst. They probably went to a resort and rented one of those paddle only kayak that you just smell the wind and you flip over, or they, God forbid, they rented a tandem kayak and then they had the worst time of their life fighting with each other. Yeah. So yeah, don't get the wrong boat, dude. Like channels like this, there's a lot of information in this channel that can help you select the right kayak for your fishing or for whatever you want to do. I mean, it doesn't have to be fishing. You could just be exploring nature, taking pictures of wildlife, video. You want the right boat to do that, and this channel can help you with that. By the way, guys, if you haven't clicked like on this video, come on, do so. You know where I am? I'm inside my hot car right now in the middle of Florida. It's hot. We're not in the middle of Florida, we're in South Florida. But anyways, it's super hot. I'm sweating, but I turned the AC off and the car off because I didn't want you guys to hear that. So see the sacrifices we make right here to make better videos for you guys. So click like. Let's go to step number 4, I think. Another reason why people don't like kayak fishing is because they overcomplicate things. And I don't want you to get the wrong message about this session, because let me just explain to you what the word simplicity means. Simplicity, one of the meanings is without knowledge. It doesn't mean that it's not complicated, the thing that you're doing. It's just that you have a simple way to do whatever you want to do. For example, a car. When you press the start button on a car, there's so many complex things going on that I don't know about. Most people don't know about, but it doesn't matter because it's simple. You just turn it on. Everything is built in. It's ready to go. So simplicity is that lack of knowledge. Not necessarily have 2 things, right? Not just have a rod, a reel, a paddle, and a kayak. It could be having 100 things, but it just works. So what I see a lot of people is overcomplicating their setup, right? They have redundant things. So my goal, I think what you should do is find a system that works for you. Like, for example, to me, the Autopilot 120 is an amazing fishing machine. And a lot of people will say that it's complicated because you have to deal with batteries, you have a motor, and you have other things to worry about. But to me, that boat, I have it set up where I have everything that I need to go fishing with. I have it ready to go. So I just put it in a bag, put the kayak on the car, I have the motor, I have everything ready to go, right? So I have a system. To me, that is simple, because I don't have to worry about, oh, what if I go somewhere and I don't have my anchor stick? How am I going to anchor myself? No, the boat itself has an anchoring system. I don't have to worry about that. Oh, what if I want to fight a fish, or I want to fish in the way? I don't have to worry about that because the boat itself has a hands-free system. I could control the motor with my feet instead of using my hands. So what if I want to stand up and fish? I won't have the foot controlling. Well, you have a remote in your hand. So you see, that to me is simple because it's a system that works, and I have it dialed down to the point where I'm happy to take it out and go fishing. So that to me is simplicity. I'm not overcomplicating the thing, because for example, I could have like 3 different type of anchoring system on that boat, but I don't, because I have what I need. Now, if I'm gonna fish different waters that maybe I won't be able to use the motor, or it's too shallow, then I'll go with another boat. I'll go with a different system. But for what I normally try to do is deep water, fishing around the mangroves, it works. That system works. It's simple to me. Another reason why people don't like kayak fishing is because they think they won't have all the space they need to go fishing, like to take all the stuff that they want to take fishing, and that's just wrong. I've seen people take 20 rods. I mean, not 20, but I mean probably 10. I myself are taking like 6. You have milk crates set up, or black pans that you could put like 8 rods on it, and then your boat may be able to take another 4, and then you have additional rod holders all over the place. And really, how many rods do you need for a fishing trip? But not only that, you have giant tank wells that you could put a giant cooler that will fit like a 30-pound tuna easily, and in the front you could even do another cooler where you can have your water and food. Like, seriously, there is enough storage. And remember another point that we covered in this video: you don't have to overcomplicate things. You can make your setup work for you. And really, how many, like, I've seen boats that have less storage than certain kayaks, for real. Hey, I don't have all the answers in the world, and I know some of you watching this video probably gave up on kayak fishing, and I want to know why. Comment below, why was it that you stopped kayaking? Whatever reason, just comment below and go watch another one of my videos right